Crab Brews, Casual Conversations. My name is Eric. I'm Eric, the guy who likes to enunciate or drag things out. A lot of people don't like to hang out with me because of the way I talk. Some people think it's just because I don't know what I'm going to say next, so I just drag out the letters of specific words. But really, it's just from the land that I come from. I come from a faraway galaxy, planet, Earth, place. And I'm on a mission to find the greatest beer of all time. And I like to listen to dudes with brews in order to get an idea of which beer is going to be the best and save my civilization for all of eternity. So this is the show that you're listening to. Now
Just cue it. Just cue it. Just cue it now.
Hold on, because my mouse isn't working, and I have to continue to unplug and... Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Oh, God. We're in quite the conundrum now.
Drew, can you cut this guy off? Can you cue it? Drew, come on.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Get out of here, Eric. Eric is gone. Eric has made his departure, his exit, whatever you want to call it. This is Dudes with Brews on a Porch, the podcast that you know, that you love. My name is Drew. My trusty...
I'm Rob.
Yep, you're Rob. That is the name of my trusty co-host with untrusty technology.
I'll tell you what, I got the internet going a little bit. It's got my last search from my phone on my computer.
Okay, well, we can only see what could happen. Rob, you have horrible luck with technology. Let's talk about that in a second. Let's talk about the beer that I am drinking, or have drank, I should say. For the sake of the show, I am drinking Everything Eventually from Hacienda Beer Company. It is in Bailey's Harbor, Wisconsin, which is in Door County, a great place. I love it very much. I've been there a couple of times. And it is a juicy pale ale brewed with Citra and Strata hops. That's all it is. It's a pretty easy drinking IPA, 5.9 ABV, 0 on the IBUs, which is, you would think with an IPA it would be a little bitter, but you can take that Citra hop right up front. It's really not bitter at all. It's a little hazy, but not like super, super cloudy. You can see like a little bit of a light through it. It's got a light look to it. So the golden hue, a good summertime beer. And it was just, it's just crushable. It's enjoyable. Surprisingly not bitter, which is like what makes IPAs so delicious and awesome. And a lot of people like them because of that, but there really is very light bitterness on this one. So if you like the Citra hops, it doesn't really have that piney taste that some IPAs have. It's a good beer. I like it.
Citra hops, are those the ones that they normally use for hazies, right?
Yeah.
A lot of hazies are citrus.
Yeah, if it has like juicy or hazy in the name, the odds are some Citra hops are in it. It's pretty good. Rob, you didn't have a beer because, well, you're in Los Angeles and you were getting ready for a giant hurricane. So which one do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the hurricane or your horrible luck with technology?
Let's talk about the hurricane. Why not? It wasn't a hurricane. Never was going to be a hurricane.
But it was forming. It was coming in as a hurricane. Hurricane Hillary was the name of it. And this is like the first like hurricane, quote unquote hurricane, that's hit the mean streets of Los Angeles, huh?
Well, so a tropical storm. It's the first one that hit in like 84 years or something like that. It was a tropical storm by the time it hit us. I don't know if it made landfall in California as a hurricane or not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when it got to me, it certainly wasn't anything at all.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of rain, just a lot of rain. Not even. I mean, there must have been wind this morning when the second kind of wave came through because we lost power
Really?
this morning, yeah, for a couple hours here in Burbank. But otherwise, it's just kind of nuisance of rain, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of rain, which is needed out here, so that's not a big deal. The bigger event that I got to experience during this time was an earthquake, a 5.5 magnitude earthquake that happened 53 miles from where I am. That's where it started. Shook the whole house. It's very cool.
Was
I was
it
excited
cool?
about it.
You were excited. This is your first like real deal earthquake.
I mean, I've felt some like little tremors from like little earthquakes that you don't even know that it's an earthquake. You feel like you're dehydrated, like your vision kind of. You're like, oh, what was that? My vision just shook a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This one was like I thought that there was an animal in my house making my couch move, and then I realized, oh no, the whole house is moving. It's not just the couch because I was the only one home. And
What do you do? What do you do in that situation?
if you're me, you sit on the couch. You realize it's an earthquake, and then because your parents told you to keep them updated, and you like to scare them, you call them, and right when they answer the phone, we got earthquakes. We got earthquakes out here.
Happening right now. You were broadcasting live from from an earthquake to your parents.
Yeah, yep.
And I mean, nothing.
And then I just hung up. I didn't say anything. I said, "Here comes another," and then I hung up.
Did you really?
No, I'm not that mean.
That would have been pretty funny.
Man, I think we might have a treat here.
Yeah.
We might have a treat. Can we pause in a second? We don't need to pause right now.
All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah. So the hurricane.
My computer is catching up to the world.
So your technology issues. Let's talk about it a little bit because you've been on the phone for a while. You've looked to update your phone and to maybe get different technology to help you sound a little bit better on the podcast because you've noticed the audio quality on your end isn't the best. It's not the worst. We can still hear you, and it's still like a listenable episode, in my opinion. The episodes are still
if I was saying anything worthwhile, it would be listenable. But the audio is okay.
There's plenty of podcasts, even like Dax Shepard has had people zoom in, and it sounds just like this. So it's really it's still a professional grade podcast in my opinion. But
on one end, I can't believe you just threw professional grade out there. The episodes I'm not on.
Yeah, shut up. But so you're working on it. You have issues with your your laptop. You're trying to get this new phone. They send the new phone to Wisconsin.
To my old address.
Your old address.
Even though I updated it, even though I checked it 3 times to make sure it was updated, it updates apparently on my end much faster than it does on their end. I thought we lived in the golden age of technology, where when you update something on a system, on an internet-based system, on the interweb, it would change it there as well as it would change it here. As soon as I accept in 2 places, like via my email and on the app, like, yes, I'm the one that's changed my address. It seems to me like if you rent the wrong books, it flags you instantly in a system somewhere. I thought it would update it in my system. I waited like an hour, maybe 2, and then I ordered the phone after rechecking to make sure everything was updated on my end. It was not updated on their end, in which case I just got into it this morning again with Boost, because they basically just told me when the phone was sent, your address was Wisconsin, so it went to the right place, so we did our job.
Great.
If you can get that phone back, from the guy, from where it went to, and give it back to the UPS guy or whatever, then you can file, then we'll just send it to your new address. I said, yeah, that's going to be a little difficult.
Right.
A little difficult because I'm 2,000 miles away. I only found out that this guy had my phone because he posted it on a Facebook group for the city that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently he blocked me on Facebook before, like he messaged me on Messenger, and then when I went to my message requests and tried to message him back, it said unavailable on Messenger. This guy is. So I don't know. But I'm sending my younger brother over there to try and retrieve the phone.
Trevor?
Yes, Trevor is going to. I gave him a mission. He's going to try and get the phone.
Yeah.
If he can't get the phone, then I got to eat that cost, and now I don't have any upgrades to get a phone, so I got to get it. Instead of getting like a $300 phone for $100, I'm going to get. I'm going to end up getting a $200 phone for $300 because of the $100 that I'm going to have to eat the cost of.
There's got to be something they can do.
No, I'm telling you, I've been on the phone with these people for a total of 4 hours over the last couple of days. They don't have any options for me. I mean, it's very rare that I get that upset where I'm going, you're not fucking listening to me.
You said that,
and I need you to stop talking right now, because this is what I'm telling you right now. I changed what address do you have in your, I was like really went off on these people, and I feel bad because they're making the minimum wage for a telemarketer in Timbuktu, wherever the hell they are. It's not, they can't change the system that they work in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, it's like, it's kind of how it works. I'm a maintenance guy. When people are mad about something, they take it out on me sometimes. The stuff rolls downhill, and today it rolled down heavy on the poor guy on the other end of the phone. He had every right to hang up on me.
I want to see that, Robert. Angry customer Rob.
Angry customer Rob. Yeah. Well, yeah. He doesn't come out very often because I go in store. That's why I like to go into a store, and I can put my hands on a device and say, this one feels good.
Yeah.
This one fits my hand like a left-handed glove.
Do you take the glasses off when you verbally assault somebody?
No, because they're tied to my head, so they don't fall off.
Yeah. So
I'd have to take off the hat, and then it's very not dramatic. Do you see how undramatic it is to do that?
Right. Did you say, let me speak to your manager or supervisor? Did you really?
I did indeed.
Damn.
Yep.
That's a whole side of you I've never seen.
Yeah. It's not, I woke up my roommate.
Really?
It was a bad side of me. There's a bad side. It's an ugly side, and we all have it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. His name was Oscar. I feel like calling. I honestly was thinking I could call back and go, can I get Oscar on the line? I called earlier and I went off on Oscar, and he didn't deserve it.
Is that really his name?
Yeah. And I would like to give some credit, like some constructive criticism, as opposed to just yelling profanities at you. One of these constructive criticisms would be, maybe when you change your address, just have a little bubble pop up, maybe a little boost bubble. And it just says, wait 3 days to, we'll email you confirmation that we've changed your address.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, the other thing is they were supposed to email me confirmation that they were sending the phone out, which they never did. And I actually, the first time I called and went through the whole spiel, I was like, what email address do you have? Because I never got a confirmation email that you were sending the phone. And if I would have gotten that, I would have seen it was going to Wisconsin, and I could have stopped the transaction right then and there, and got it resent here.
Mm-hmm.
It would have taken all this stuff out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the right email address, but I didn't get an email. I didn't get another email about the ticket. I didn't get an email about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Since then even. So it's like, I don't know what the point of the app is. They don't message me on it. They don't. It's hard to find, like, when under address it just says Burbank. That's it's like like there's no way to see your mailing address anyway. You see your billing address and then the city that you are living in. is what's under your address is just your city. But once I saw Burbank and my mailing address or my billing address was all in Burbank, I was like, okay, I think I'm good. It's all updated on the app. It should all be updated on their end because it's updated on the app. Everything is supposed to be instant now. But
It should be.
It's not all right. It's not all rice and oatmeal, man. Some things take time.
Rice and oatmeal.
They're instant foods.
Oh, I thought that was your like definition of this is the peak.
Warm and cuddly. It's not all rainbows and pillows.
Yeah, like I thought you're like, this is where you want to be in life. Rice and oatmeal.
Okay. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it right there.
Okay, we're back. So anyways,
that was insane. What just happened? I mean, I wish we would have been recording.
I know.
It's the funniest thing we've ever done.
Moral of the story: your phone doesn't work well, your laptop doesn't work well. Now your Xbox doesn't even work well either because over the last week, I've had COVID for the second time. And everyone's like, oh, I didn't know COVID still exists. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it does. It does.
I don't appreciate that impression, of how I reacted. But
is that what you didn't say that? Yeah, I got it. I got it from, I'm pretty sure from tapping into my kindred spirit, Rob. I went to a show at the Rave in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I saw Less Than Jake. They played their album Hello Rockview in its entirety, along with some other of their hits. And a friend of mine and her significant other were there. Carissa went with me, and I got into the pit, man. It's been probably like over 10 years since I've gone into the pit, and I had the time of my life. I had a lot of fun. I drank 5 beers over the course of 6 hours. Managed to get a hangover the next day. My body was sore, and I got COVID. And then part of COVID, it was pretty bad this time around. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't fun, but I did get some time in to play some video games. One of them being Dead by Daylight that I played with your brother Trevor. And I was like, oh, let's play this, Rob. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'll try to work on that. And you're like, oh, now my Xbox. So which electronic god have you pissed off in your life in which nothing seems to work for you? And then, are you any good at Dead by Daylight?
I got some levels.
Yeah.
I got some high level. I'm up in the 50s with some characters, which doesn't actually mean anything.
No.
I like the god that I pissed off. I don't know. I don't know what I did to electronics. But so just to answer that question, let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
It's my inability. Maybe it's my inability to properly search things or something, and they're just like, just kick this guy out.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to put in a long-haired Christian rock guy from 70s and expect to get Yanni as the answer. That's what he's looking for, but he's not given Google enough to work with, so just kick him out.
I was, either, and I don't want you to take offense to this, but either you have the worst luck with every piece of electronics, or you're
more accurately is the second thing. What's the
or you're really stupid.
That's it. I think it's that one. That's the one.
Okay, fair enough.
I do think it's that.
In my downtime with COVID, I played a lot of video games because I was just so fucking bored. I
want to talk some Dead by Daylight still, though.
We'll get to that. One of the games.
Don't cut that off. I know I cut myself off because I'm stupid, but I do want to talk about that.
One of the games I replayed was Batman Arkham Asylum. So I bought the 3 Batman games. They're only for $6. All 3 of them $6 on the PlayStation Network to download, which is pretty cheap. I was like, all right, I'll get these. The kids can play these and whatever. I beat Arkham Asylum in like a day and a half. I just I played.
Yeah, it's a pretty short game, but it's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, it's very fun. But with that, my attitude towards Batman has changed a little bit. You know, once he was my favorite superhero, but now it's like I'm playing the game, I'm interacting with these people, and he's just like, he's telling all these cops, all these detectives, all these people that work in this asylum what to do. And I'm like, dude, you're not even like a real authority of the law. You're just a rich billionaire that happens. Like, if you weren't rich, there's no way he could be Batman. Batman would not exist without the wealth. And you're telling all these people what to do, like, and you're dressed up in a fucking costume. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, stay here, police officer.
Yeah. So, somebody, I just had my vision of Batman changed a little bit, not much, because I think we've talked about this, but it is one of my favorite. I'm not a huge comic guy, but if I were, Batman would probably be my go-to because of the idea of logic and connecting dots, and he's not actually a superhero. He's just a guy with gadgetry, and it's like that makes the little guy feel better or whatever. But the truth is, somebody like kind of broke it down the other way, where it's like, no, Batman is a straight up just like class warfare. It's a rich dude who bought a bunch of cool gadgets and uses it to beat up on the poor.
Right.
And that's like, yeah, it's not that far off, actually. I mean, these guys that he's beating the fuck out of, especially in that game where you're on like 68 hit combos, lead pipes to the skull kind of fighting. These guys were born into that life. You know, they weren't in the suburbs of Gotham and they're like, I'm going to go work for the Joker.
Right. Right. And he's just like, and he just gets to do all this stuff. And they're like, you're going to let him do that? You're going to let him say that to me, Commissioner Gordon? And he's just, yeah, dude's a billionaire. So sure. But Gotham never gets better. Gotham never gets any better with him. You know,
no,
they just keep coming. The villains keep coming. The mobs keep showing up. The crime don't stop. And at some point in time, they're got to be like, wait a minute. This guy can't tell us what to do. He has no authority. He owns a company and he's rich. That's it. And his fucking aeroplane thing, bat plane thing, just
they don't know that he's rich. They don't know that.
You can assume the dude's got a fucking airplane. How does he afford that? It wasn't just gifted to him.
These are questions that you're not supposed to ask in Gotham. Nobody asks where anybody's money comes from or how much they have. Maybe he saved up. Maybe he had a paper up. That's how his forearms are so, like his arm strength is so. So you know, he's been tossing papers for 50 years to get that airplane.
There's a point in the game where the airplane crashes through a big building to drop a bat claw off, and it's like
it was very important, that bat claw.
Well, it is important. You're right. It's important to the game. It's
less important. It's more important than the structural integrity of the building that you're in. I know that.
More important to the structural integrity of the building that keeps the villains in. You're gonna.
He knows Batman knows the plans.
Well, who's gonna pay?
He knows what wall can be taken out easily enough.
Who's gonna pay for the to fix that? The taxpayers.
It's going to be the taxpayers, yeah. The
taxpayers are then going to be more poor, which is going to lead to more crime, which it's full circle. You know, maybe this is Batman's, this is his like thing. This is his Truman world or Truman show. He is God in this situation where he's like, I have to destroy all these things. So this happens. So then crime comes around and then there I am again. I save the day, yet I destroy all this stuff. And it's an endless vicious circle. And, you know,
that's why he doesn't ever fly Joker out of Gotham and just drop him in Metropolis. Like he's like, I need Joker around because it keeps me in the job. I gotta, you know, I like the newspaper stories and I like the accolades and I like the booze. You know what? The naysayers are the ones I do this for.
But what about so if you're Batman, right? His big moral code, his number one rule: I don't kill anybody.
I would kill people. Oh wait, were you asking that?
That's what I was getting to.
Was
yes.
too quick to answer. No, I mean, the big honchos. Yeah. You know what? No one knows who I am. And if it's gonna if these are the people that are employing the people, you know, but if that's my only recourse is either this continues to happen or I take the head off the beast so that it stops growing or whatever. I take the head off the beast. But if you have $1 billion, you could literally like go like, I need a bunch of people to I just want to see what the number 1 quadrillion looks like. And I just need people to write zeros on paper. I'll pay them good for it. And now you've created jobs, and you can take all these people off the street. You've put money into the economy. Now these guys are paying rent. They're buying sandwiches at the corner shop. I mean, everybody thrives. And eventually, yeah, they're gonna hit that number. But by then, you're too old to give a fuck. So it's like, and you get to see 1 centillion, whatever that number is, the tetra, all those zeros, and then you make a monument out of it. So these zeros saved Gotham when Batman could not.
I guess. My opinion on him has shifted a little bit, and it's never sunny in Gotham. It's always a rainy, gloomy day. Why would anyone want to live there?
I mean, it's so bad in Gotham that at Gurney Mills, when you go on the Batman ride, the tunnels smell like urine, even in that ride. Like, it permeates.
You mean Six Flags?
The world so much, yeah.
Six Flags, not Gurney. It's in Gurney Mills, but it's.
Oh, did I say Gurney? Yeah, well, it's right next to Gary, which is basically Gotham, right?
Yeah, you're right. The Batman ride, that is a fun ride, though.
It's such a fun ride, but man, when you're in the sewers, like, I don't know if they let dogs in there every morning or if people just get sick of waiting in line or something, but it smells like urine in there.
And it's not just any Batman. It's Batman Forever. It's the Val Kilmer Batman.
Kilmer? Did Andy Kilmer and Val,
Kilmer?
Did they switch off on that?
Val Kilmer?
Oh, the Val Kilmer. Okay.
With Jim Carrey as the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
Good Two-Face.
And then you're waiting in line to go on that ride. And what song is playing? Some Seal. Kissed by a Rose on the Gray. Plays all the time.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Still to this day. Spinning that track.
They don't change it if it ain't broke.
That ride got made national news one time because it got stuck in the loop-de-loop. People were upside down for multiple hours. Back in the day, that used to be a national story. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, of course it did. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, what idiots are going? Well, yeah, if you go on a loop-de-loop, you got to expect to get stuck sometimes.
Right. Every ride is broken. It's just only, and it's going to kill somebody. It's only a matter of time. No.
They walk those rides. Trained professionals walk every inch of those rides every morning.
That's part of.
They check every rivet and every bolt.
Part of the thrill is like, somebody's gonna die, and like, is it gonna be your turn? That's part of it. I didn't go to Six Flags this year. Normally we do go in the summer.
I think is that why grown-ups stop going to those things after a while? They're just like, I'm already dying. I don't need this ride to throw me into the idea that I might that it's gonna happen to me.
There's just something about sitting in line for multiple hours sometimes. Actually, like, I think the Six Flags now, that the last few times I've been there, I think the longest I waited for a ride was like 30 minutes, which is ideal.
It's pretty decent.
And it usually lasts. Usually it's pretty quick because we'll go on like a Wednesday where it's not packed, but I also think less people are going to the amusement park. I think the pandemic has really changed outlooks on water slides, on amusement parks, on just big things, but whatever.
Now, water parks, we needed to shift our ideas on water parks.
I hate water parks.
I'm just saying, children in water, there's not enough chlorine.
No, you're swimming in 90% piss.
That's dirty water. Let's
dirty.
Be honest.
It is dirty, but
so Batman, he's not aging well.
No,
I mean he he didn't want Superman in his city. He wanted to take down that guy because he was looked at like he was a god, and maybe it was a little jealousy.
I think so.
But if you want to believe the movies, the Christian Bale movies, he sacrificed his image to keep Harvey Dent's name pure.
Yeah, that's true. What a guy.
So
what a pal.
Yeah, but you know what? Negative publicity is good publicity, is what they say. There's no such thing. So who knows? Dead by Daylight. Can we get back to this?
Yeah, we can.
I've been waiting patiently.
I've also have noticed that when I start to play video games, I can't stop. I'm gonna think of a little bit of an addict in that way, where I'll go like long moments of time, long periods of time where I'm not playing a video game, and I'm just not. But then once I pick the controller up, I'm playing the game, I'm in the moment, like I play it and I don't stop, and I just like I think about it. But yeah, I think I have a little bit of an addiction that way, which is whatever, I guess.
Well, yeah, but you're a binger. You're allowed to binge on things. Binge gamer. It's not like it takes over your life. I'm the opposite. I get on a game and 5 minutes in, I'm like, is this over yet? I guess like if I'm playing with other people, like I might get sucked into it, and just the conversation will make it tolerable. But it takes like there's very few games where I get like so sucked into it that I'm like I lose a lot of time. Now there are games that happens with, but I tend to play those easy little indie games that are 10-hour playthroughs. They take me as long to play those games as it takes somebody to play Red Dead 2 or Odyssey or something like that.
Well, that's like Dead by Daylight's good because if you get enough people.
It's a beautiful way to bring it back. I like that you did that.
Yeah, if you get enough people in your party, it's fun because before it was just Trevor and I. And odd, like really realistically, is you want 5 people. You want the 4 survivors, and you want one person that being the killer, and that's fun. You know what I mean?
You don't even need to know the killer, in my opinion. It's fun just having the 4 survivors, and that is true. And I was playing that game with some people on Twitch for a while, and it doesn't matter if you know them very well or not. If you can talk to them, if you just get people in your party with you, it becomes a much more enjoyable game. Right. Because this is the question I have is how do you play the game?
Well, so most of my experiences is it's me and 4 other people. One person's the killer and the other people we're working together.
I think that's everybody's experience, but continue.
People that I know, dickhead. But and we're all on the headset together, but usually like the person that is the killer doesn't really do a lot of talking. You know what I mean? Because
I don't think they're allowed to. I don't think because if you're in a party with it's over a friend that's Discord. The killer, you don't get blood points, right?
I don't think you do, but it's fun to. But you can make the rules any way you want. You can give like the perks, any perks to anybody, and it's fun. It is fun just because like you can talk shit and plan.
Oh, so when you play in a party of 5, because I've never really done this. They unlock all the perks and you can just give them to whoever when you do that, because you're not earning blood points and you're not actually playing the game. You're just playing it for funsies.
Right. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's fun that way.
But what I mean is like. So do you set your characters up to fuck around with the killer and like blind him and stun him and stuff, or because me, I'm an engine fixer. That's I go for totems, and I go for fixing those engines.
I'm really bad at the generators. Like
engines. I meant the generators.
Yeah, I blow those up.
I'm so good at this game.
I'm really bad. And watching the circle go around, and I hit L1 at the right time. I'm really bad at that. It took me
every time I start playing that game again. I can be because it goes and then like the thing will pop up and the little
Yeah.
second hand will start moving, and I'll instantly just clench. It takes me a couple rounds or at least a couple generators to get in the groove. But once I get in the groove, I'm pretty good with it.
Yeah.
It's just unless I'm under pressure, because I'll be playing online with people I don't really know, and we'll have 3 people at a generator. That is the worst feeling. Is when you blow up the generator when there's 3 other people or 2 other people working on it with you. So you've now given away almost the entire team's location.
I like being the killer sometimes too. That is fun.
I'm terrible at being the killer. I'm so bad at it.
It's like I want to play like the cool people, but you got to pay money for it. So we're like Michael Myers, Ghostface.
No, you can get those, but you got to do specific tasks, and you got to actually work your way through and get the blood points. I think. I don't think you need money for that.
Yeah, either
or
way.
Are they bonus pack? I don't know, man, because I stopped playing that game for a while because when it first came out, Trevor and all those guys were into it, and I thought it was really fun, but they all kind of moved past it.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Well,
and,
I think you, me, Trevor, and Ryan can get in on it. We just got.
I'll start downloading it today, and we can get playing it because Fortnite, I was playing that with them for a while, but now my stuff is lagging, and it's just my Xbox is the story. It's the same. We've talked about this. I'll try and just delete everything off my Xbox and just do Dead by Daylight, because Dead by Daylight has been installed on my device in one way or another since the day it came out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I never uninstalled that game. I moved it to my external hard drive. I think it's my external hard drive that has corrupted files on it.
Sure.
It's not my Xbox, actually, because the 2 games that are on my internal storage, they work fine. But I do want to. So can I tell you one of my great Dead by Daylight stories? This is amazing.
Yeah, but first I want to say Nicolas Cage is on it now.
I know. I saw that. I got a little notification.
Yeah, interesting, huh? But anyway,
he's everywhere. You know?
He is.
And I apologize to any listeners that don't know Dead by Daylight. Maybe this isn't as funny to them, but I was playing on stream with somebody,
mm-hmm.
and there is kind of a protocol for, apparently, I didn't know this, but if you get all the generators or whatever, like, killers will let you kind of go. They won't chase you down because you did the work or whatever, but if you're the last one, or I don't know, there's weird rules that people that play all the time play, and killer rules especially. It's like gentlemen's agreements. But I was playing on stream, and this killer was not playing by those rules. And we had opened up both gates, but he came and he had me on a hook, and Brian Gavin, check him out on Twitch. He's amazing, really fun dude to talk to. He came back and unhooked me, but he got killed in the process.
Yeah.
But I while the killer went after Brian, I crawled away, and it took him so long to get back to me that he couldn't find my blood trail. For like 10 minutes on stream, I was the last one alive on the team, but I was downed. So I'm crawling on the ground at a snail's pace, and I made it out. I got out, and we won.
Nice.
That was very exciting. It was the most it was like super tense. 10 minutes of video games where it's just somebody laying on the ground, and every time the killer would come by, I'd stop, and like he'd just run in circles, and he wouldn't be able to find me, and then he would run away, and I'd start crawling at a slow pace again. And it was just really funny to me that was actually on it. Like, there were people watching that on a Twitch channel.
That's a strategy, though.
Hey, it worked. We got the win.
Yeah, but I'm playing Fallout 4 right now. Like, I'm actually playing it, and
now?
Not right now, but currently playing. I started Fallout 4, put in some hours, and this is like the 3rd time me actually trying to play this game, and I'm a lot farther than I have been ever before. And I think, well, I've probably played it for like 15 hours already, but then all of a sudden I'm like, which one of these missions is gonna progress me in the storyline? And I don't even know. And then I looked.
That's my problem with these games, man.
So then I looked online, and I was like, oh, I have to do this one. like the one that's been on there since the beginning. And I was like,
You're still on the first mission in the game. Yeah, it's like there was I used to play I forget what game it was, but that was one of them where it was like their mission selection map was so weird.
mm-hmm.
And it was like it kept on pushing. I think it was Ghost Recon that I was playing, and it's like Ghost Recon is this. There's so many missions and so many different storylines to go down, and you can replay them all. So they all sit in your mission um, log over and over again, like the replayable ones and stuff. And it's like it's really easy to get caught going in a loop if you take like a week break or a month break, and then you go back and you go, where was I? And I got to do this or whatever. And
Right.
it's like unless you're really paying attention, there's somebody out there going like, it's the easiest mission map to understand. For me, it was not. But we've already established my stupidity with technology, and that game is about a spy. So of course I'm really bad at it.
Well, playing video games is my opportunity to be the equivalent of angry customer Rob. Like I get.
Oh, do you get mad?
Fuck yeah, dude! I get pissed, and like especially when I like try something like over and over and over. And Fallout is the type of game where it's like you run out of ammo all the fucking time, and it's like you're fighting people that you need guns for or you need ammo for, and then I can never do it, and it pisses me off. And then I do it like 6 million fucking times. So finally, I get it. But I get pretty upset. I don't like lash out at people in my house, but I do swear a bit. I just go like motherfucker, like you know what I mean, and I get pretty upset about it. So that's
I've NBA 2K I used to throw my controllers and throw things across the room.
When I was in my youth, I used to chuck the controllers a little bit when things wouldn't go my way. But now it's like I paid for this and this is very expensive. I understand that I can't just throw controllers because they cost money. So I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I'm in the heat of it with the video games, and it's still fun. I like it. It's a good time. But that's when the anger comes out. Rob, I'd like to role play a little bit with you. I just want to see.
We need to wrap up, and you've got something you want to do. That's what I'm understanding. How far? How much time do we got?
We got time.
Oh, okay. Then let's keep talking about this other. No, I'm just okay. What are we doing?
I wanna see like how I want to see you get angry. I've never seen you like really mad. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this for real. I won't be able to. I promise you, this is not going to be fruitful. But we can.
I want you to yell at me like you yelled at the other person. But I want you to direct all your anger towards all the issues that you have about me.
About you.
Yeah. This
does not sound like. First off, I've got nothing. I
was about to say, like, is there that many like that you've been like bottling up that something's wrong here?
But yeah, I'm just there's not really anything for me to say, but especially I just if I did, the last person I would yell them at is you into a microphone. I would calmly say, hey Drew, I have a real problem with how you whisper into the microphone when I have to go pee. I feel shame about having to pee in the middle of the episode sometimes. And I just, when I say take the mic for 30 seconds, I'm trying to draw attention away from that. And I don't fucking need you pulling everybody's earlobes into my bathroom activities, all right? I don't like that. Okay, Drew, do you get it? I mean, we're good, right? We're good?
Well, the easy response would be either one, hold it, or just tell me to pause. You had no problem telling me to pause earlier.
But, well, I had to pee though.
But you didn't have to pee this time.
No, I didn't have to pee. I got a cushion for the chair because I think that this chair, it's angled at a forward angle. No. So if you slide down it, it pulls your shorts up into your area that holds that stuff, and it's pushing
your bladder
on the bottom side of the bladder. And so when the urge hits, there's no like it's I either have to keep getting up and adjusting, which doesn't it's like I already have audio problems. I don't need to be moving around that much. But now I got a cushion. I got a big cushion, courtesy of Jack, and it makes this chair not do that. And I'm telling you, the comfort I feel right now
You can just piss
in
yourself.
my prostate. I don't have, I've had water. I can drink this water confidently, knowing that I will not have to go pee in the middle of the podcast. It's a new product. It's called Chair Cushion.
You should just get like a bucket.
Today.
You should just get a bucket that you can pee in while you're recording.
I mean, I could do that, but I got a heavy stream. You hear it?
Heavy stream, huh?
Yeah, I'm a heavy stream.
How do you know?
I don't, because this is me talking out of my ass, Drew.
Or your wiener.
Or my wiener. Got it. Yep.
On that note.
Is that where we ended?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've covered enough. I drank everything eventually. Hacienda Brewing Company. It was a good beer. I liked it. Very, very like drinkable. This is a good game day beer in my opinion. Like, be damned or be gone all the days of the Coors Lights, the Budweiser, the Miller Lights. All that stuff is piss posh. It's gross. I don't like it. If you bring craft into the game life, beers like this are what you want. It's something that's not going to like put you over the edge if you have 2 or 3 of them during the game. It's a game that you can be, or it's a drink that you can be social with, that you can enjoy. The taste, the bitterness isn't going to take you away from the situation that you're in. You can drink it with confidence. You can lock eyes with your opponent. You can lock eyes with your significant other. You can lock eyes with...
Are those one and the same, or are you saying also?
Also, commas.
Oh, okay.
You can lock eyes with anybody you want, and you can drink it seriously and have that game face on the entire game. All game, every game. It's not one that's going to make you...
What does it pair well with? Chips and dip.
Fuck yeah, dude. Why? It's going to pair well with potato chips. It's going to pair well with that dill chip. That barbecue chip is going to be really good with it as well. A pickle might go well with it. A good club sandwich. Like, dude, this beer is an all-around beer.
BLT,
it's an all-American. Oh yeah, it's an all-American beer, and it's a beer that you're going to want this NFL season when the Green Bay Packers miraculously somehow face off the New York Jets in the Super Bowl and become victorious.
I'm not gonna lie. I've decided my fantasy team is just gonna be the Packers. I'm gonna pick every Packers player. I believe in them that much.
That is a poor choice, but I would say drink it again. I did enjoy it. It's very good. I like it. On that note, follow us on all the things and all the stuff and all the things. We're on Discord now, Dudes with Brews. You can find us.
Yeah, man. Discord. I got rid of my Discord 6 months ago, but it's nice.
Yeah,
I like Discord. I think I was telling us we need to have a Discord a long time ago.
Well, we got one,
and now I don't. When I figure out this phone situation, I can re-download apps. I will get back on Discord.
Just get an Apple, dude. Just get an iPhone.
No, that won't. If I have problems with Galaxies, how many problems do you think I'm going to have with Apple?
Apple is user friendly, unlike Galaxies.
Okay. That's the.
Any idiot can operate an iPhone.
I have a problem. Okay, maybe the fact that Apple calls its users, that's what we call drug addicts. I don't want to go down that road again.
I thought we called them
user friendly. I know some other things that are user friendly. Let me tell you.
It is. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. It's idiot proof.
Idiot proof?
Yeah.
I like that. I perk up at idiot proof.
You like that, but user friendly.
Yeah. Let me just quick. Oh, geez, I spilled my water all over.
There's user friendly, and there's also a friendly user. You could be both.
There's a friendly user. I know that too.
Okay. Bye.
I don't know. But can we cut all this whole episode?
Pew pew audio. Goodbye, everyone.